Hello guys, how's it going? So, back in 2016 I don't know if you guys remember, but I actually used to hand create my own cards for raffle cuts. We went from simple pieces of paper, laminated, to pieces of card, which were covered in some kind of glossy finish. Then we tried business cards, went through that stage, which didn't turn out so good. And then eventually I just kind of followed the same routine as everybody else who ended up on the Gamecrafter because of it was just a lot easier to do, to work with. You know, they would do everything, as long as you've got your designs down, you upload the data, and then all they do is they make it and they ship it to you. It sounds simple enough. But over here in the UK it's a bit of a pain in the arse because we have to wait nearly a month for delivery. And customs seems to rip us off as well. So one alternative was these handcrafted ones. Obviously they're nowhere near professional quality, but this is what this video is going to be about. There's a community held by Scott, Colin and Anna from Dom Ham Rhapsody called the Home Forged TCG community, and these guys have kind of like collaborated a little community between themselves where they're looking at more so creating or trying many different ways of actually creating near professional, if not professional, handcrafted cards. What you guys can actually make at home, and it has intrigued me, don't get me wrong. You know, the Gamecrafter will still be the Gamecrafter is still up there for anybody in America, but you know, there is a lot of support for the HTCG community over here in the UK. You know, we've got Chaos Galaxy, we've got Scott from Ellumacent Art, we did have Martin from Cards at Home, and then you've got Afro Chibi Champs over the other side of the country. And you know, like I said before, it is a pain in the arse getting all these things delivered to us, more so because of the customs and whatnot. So yeah, we were looking at trying to get a bit of a group together who can actually create these and make them viable for playing. So to cut a long story short, Scott from Ellumacent Art has got many videos up on his channel where he is testing different quality paper card, glossy, double glossed, you know, matte finished cards, putting them through printers. He's also got some really good packaging designs, which we've got a box here in a minute what we're going to be opening on screen to see the quality of his product. And you know, if it goes well, I might consider going back to Handmade. Don't get me wrong, if it turns out like these, then I won't be doing I won't be keeping these. By all means, the Gamecrafter will still be up for people who wanted to buy, you know, proper poker sized cards and, you know, stuff like that. You're just going to be paying a bit more. The advantages of doing these homemade ones is they're going to be a damn sight cheaper, especially for people in the UK, for next to near the same quality as such. So yeah, I've kind of jumbled on about myself long enough. So this little community, what they've got together is called the Home Forged community, and they've got a Facebook page, they've got a Discord channel, they've got this and that, and they've got all the templates and everything. It's entirely free for you guys to use, and if you wanted to, you know, if you can't afford the Gamecrafter, or you wanted to improve your homemade card designs and stuff like that, by all means just head on over there, join the community, and if you do end up using some of their templates, just give them a little bit of credit, you know, in your videos and stuff like that. It's not hard really. But yeah, so Scott has passed me over a parcel here, which you can see on screen. I'm going to start up my camera now, and he does have, don't get me wrong, he does have some Gamecrafted products still in his hands, and he is going to be trying to sell some of them off a lot cheaper than normal. He does his own booster packs as well, so it's really interesting to see how these are going to work. So I have bought a bundle of off him personally, which will include booster packs with Gamecrafter cards inside. as well as some of his own handmade cards as well. He's got some promotional cards what he's very generously packed into this design as well. So I've already made a start opening it because I don't want to waste a lot of time ripping it open on video. We've got a poster of one of the Erica cards, which is very nice. I just need to try and straighten it out. I've got all these little things poking about. Now I've got to try and work out how deep into this. I chucked in a little pin badge as well. Right. Oh, I don't have to make a mess. Right. So this is the product. My eye is going to be down here now, by the way. So, initial impressions. Obviously this does have a, this is not just normal card, this is gloss. I think it's photo card, correct me if I'm wrong. Scott knows all the ins and outs, but I mean, looking at it first hand, it's actually extremely, really well done. This is something you would literally buy from a shop. As far as the packaging goes for now, yeah, this, let's see, my camera will focus, it's probably better on thingy. Well, it's got a really nice glossy texture to it, it feels nice and strong. I mean, a little bit of a card's come away there, but I'm not gonna, I think that just tucks underneath, there we go. So this has arrived in perfect condition and it's of a superior quality. Really, really nice. So let's see if I can remember how to get into this. This is one of his first designs, and this is one of his chest designs, I believe. So got a little catch, there we go. That is one of his booster envelopes. Tell you what, wow. Tell you what, Scott, you've really outdone yourself here. Let's have a look at some more. I think this one might have something extra in it because it's a little bit bulbous, whereas these ones are like literally perfectly flat. So this is a booster box, or a booster chest, should we say? And I would imagine that, let's have a look. For all different designs. I mean, even the artwork on each of these, I don't even know which one is the promotional pack now. I think I've lost path of which is which. Let's have a look. You got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That box bow is actually an ingenious idea. I really do like that. So that has really encouraged me to consider, working on something like this for UK buyers, if anybody's interested. Really good idea. Now, like I said before, some of these will have Gamecrafter cards in them because he's trying to get rid of a lot of old stock. But these do have some homemade cards in them as well. By all means, if you want to buy some of his Gamecrafter cards on the cheap, be sure to go and message him on the Facebook community page, which will be in the description down below. Now, I don't think I'm going to have time to open. I'll open as many as I can, but I don't want the video to go on for ages. I can always open some more in a future video. Okay, so we're back. Apologies for that. I do need to get invested in a new camera. So as I was saying, this is the odd one out. This is the thicker one of the pack. Everything else here is very conveniently, like, perfectly packed and really thin. So I think this one might be, especially with being on top of the pack, this one might be the one he has hand crafted himself. So I'm just going to sit over to one side so I can see what I'm doing. So, like I said, yep, Really nice packaging. The design, you know, it's got a lovely gloss finish on the packaging. It's not just regular paper, it's not just regular card. And obviously the print quality on it is absolutely amazing. I mean, just look at that. And then this is his envelope design, so we should just be able to... Oh, fuck off. Fucking camera's gone again. So yeah. So, and then it just opens up like that. Yeah, so these are his handmade cards. Now, the last time I had some of his cards, well, this is a really old one, but that was a really, really thick piece. You couldn't really shuffle them so well, and it had like a weird sticky, glossy texture on the cards, which didn't make it, you know, it felt like fingernails on a chalkboard kind of thing. But these are his foil homemade cards, and so far they do feel like normal trading cards. Obviously he's sleeved them up for me, so I'm going to take them out of the sleeve, but then I'm going to put them back in the sleeve after this video just to preserve the cards. A Holy Light Erica, Abyssal Empress Lilith, Eleanor Rose. This is one of the older designs because the name's at the top. Elite Assassin Shannon, Vaporeon Knight Roya, Goddess Knight Infernine, oh very nice, Juveline's Mage Miko, and Ancient Goddess Moonwater. So first hand, these first three are the newer card designs. You can tell this because the name's no longer at the top, and the dice rolls are all combined at the bottom. Whereas if you go to the older designs, the name is at the top, you've got the factions, and then you've got every single die roll down here. So everything has been simplified, and I think this was because of playtesting. So the playtesting has kind of helped Scott to look at his cards a little bit deeper and then work out what needs to be done and what he can do to improve the game, which, as far as these are going, he seems to have worked on it and actioned upon it. So we're mostly going to be looking at these three here. Obviously these are his holographic cards as well, and we're going to get my favourite little girl here. Okay, so the foil effect is absolutely amazing. Obviously the Gamecrafter don't offer this option, so this is really nice to see something like this in a homemade TCG. Next up, the thickness of the card. If we compare this to a Gamecrafter card, which I believe is going to be one of these. No, I don't. There we go. Let's get one of mine. So, Gamecrafter card, homemade card. They're really not that far off, to be fair. I mean, the Gamecrafter one is a little bit thicker. I would say more so by about, if I could hazard a guess, about 30 or 40 GSM or something like that. GSM is like the thickness of the paper of a card. So the handcrafted cards are a little bit thinner, but I'm not going to doubt that. You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. They still feel really nice in hand, and that's the back of his cards. Again, it's got a really nice glossy texture on the back, so it's foiled only on the front and not on the back. Obviously the artwork is amazing, and the cuts. Now, I don't want to damage the cards, but if you can see, let's see if we can get a good focus on this. Yeah, it's focusing on everything in the background, but you know, the card stock in the middle, it literally looks exactly the same as a Gamecrafter card. And you can actually see the Gamecrafter has got two layers, a front and a back, and they're literally just stuck together. You can literally see zero seams with the homemade card, which is really, if anything, that's even more professional than the Gamecrafter ones, because the Gamecrafter ones appear to just be, you know, print the front, print the back, slap them together, and you can see that. You can't see it on the camera so well because of all this stuff in the background. But when you look really close at a Gamecrafter card, there's two layers, and they're just stuck together. But you don't have that on the homemade one. So this is actually obviously until we play a bit more and you know we've had a bit of a shuffling through and we've had a bit of wear. That's why you keep them in the protectors for at least. But you know, if you had these in a protector, you would not know the difference between this and a Gamecrafter card or a Magic the Gathering card or something like that. And especially to have it in the holographic form as well is something truly special. It really is really nice. So I believe these are all going to be Gamecrafter cards here. So I'm going to open all these up in another video because this video was more so to have a bit of a talk about everything which is being handcrafted. And he's done a damn good job, don't get me wrong. You guys should definitely go over and subscribe to his channel. He was on YouTube. He had about 600 subscribers about a year ago. Then he had a couple of personal problems and then he left YouTube. He's come back and the post saw he's only got about 50 subscribers now. So be sure to shoot over to his channel and show him some dedication, because these homemade boxes, these homemade cards, all his tutorials and his templates and everything, he's throwing so much at you guys, at the community, but he's not getting the respect which he deserves for taking his time to create these boxes, these cards. You know, these things like these could really help the homemade trading card game community, especially when it comes to, well, trading cards. Check it out. Have a quick jump over at the Home Forged community as well. I'll put all the links in the description down below. You know, it takes 5 seconds to, it doesn't even take 5 seconds to load up a channel and click on subscribe, or to like a Facebook page or something like that. But these cards are absolutely stunning. You know, I did originally want to create handmade cards for my game, but obviously with work and stuff like that and personal, well, you know, you got your life. We just kind of resort to the Gamecrafter creating our cards for us, and then they would just ship them to us. But you know, like I said, it's not so bad if you live in the US, because you know, you just pay for your shipping and your creation. But over here in the UK, we also get imported on pretty much anything what we get imported, for such as this. And you know, if this cost me, I don't know, $50 or something like that, we would get charged about another $17–20 on top of that, or pounds. And it makes it really expensive for us. But you know, we can sell a pack of these booster cards here, you know, for £4, £5 or something like that. You know, it's a steal, really. You really can't complain at the price. So yeah, guys. Anyway, this video is getting up for 20 minutes. Definitely go and check out these community, Scott's channel, the other guys who are collaborating to create the trading card game, the Home Forge community. And if you've got your own handmade card, maybe a bit too young to be using the Gamecrafter, you know, these could really help you guys. Just get a printer, bit of card, bit of you know, what other materials are on in his videos and his descriptions, and it shows you exactly what you need. It shows you exactly what you need to do, and you can create cards like this, foil. It's a no-brainer. So yeah. I'm going to cut this video here anyway, and hopefully do a nice big juicy pack opening with these in the near future. But this video was more so to get into, like, you know, these little professional little boxes and cards and stuff like that. So it's really nice to see something like this in the community. But anyway, yeah guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you watch all the way to the end, I appreciate it. Be sure to comment, subscribe, not only to me, but to the guys who work so hard as well to get these cards and the templates out as well. Okay guys, I'll see you next time.